Hello and welcome to the Carnegie Report. My name is Gary Peer.
And I'm Leor Samuel.
And welcome viewers to our very first episode number 1, Carnegie Report. Very excited to be here with Leor as the director and major shareholder in our Carnegie office. Leor, it's about 6 weeks old now. How's business?
Very exciting. It's been great. Loving the new move and being in Carnegie here on a permanent basis, Gary. It's just been an amazing last few weeks, and a few listings, a few sales, all starting to happen.
Fantastic. It's been very exciting now. For those viewers that may be interested, Leor has been working at Gary Peer & Associates now for 8 years, and has been a real estate agent for many, many years before that, an experienced auctioneer, but also he's aged myself and my partner Philip Kingston somewhat, because he used to be the young kid riding around on the bike at our auctions saying, I want to be a real estate agent, and we said study hard and you won't have to, but lo and behold he followed us into the tragic path of real estate, which we love, don't we?
Well, we do.
Would you want to be doing anything else?
No, I always wanted to be an estate agent since a 15-year-old, Gary, and here we are, a director and
absolutely
partner, and loving the new chapter of my real estate career.
Fantastic. It's an exciting one as well. And of course, for those that don't know, and you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't know, I suppose, but we have been now in Carnegie for about 6 weeks, 7 weeks in the new office. However, we've been selling in Carnegie for many, many years. It's already a fantastic market for us. We've been good for it. It's been good for us, and we've just been thriving. And right now, very strong market.
Very strong market. Amazing.
So we are doing, of course, we're doing sales, commercial and residential, but I guess mostly we're doing residential sales. But we also, of course, are property management specialists. We have a great team of property managers in our Koonang Road office, number 42 Koonang Road, if I'm not mistaken.
Glad you got it right. Philip's still getting it wrong.
Philip's still getting it wrong, I'm not surprised. Right opposite the railway station, so we're looking forward to servicing your needs. Now this report, we're just starting to get it together, so do we know what we're doing? Well, we'd like to think we do. We're not sure, but what we will be doing is bringing information about this local market and things that are happening in Carnegie, in Glenira and surrounds, just to give you all a update, because we know that Carnegie residents are very passionate about the area. They've seen it improve a lot, haven't they?
Very much.
So we're going to be talking to cafe owners, businesses, local identities, might have a chat with someone from council as well, talk to them about what's going on in terms of all the development in the area, but it is a very, very exciting area. And I think we should talk about some of our sales. What do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely, Gary.
And there's been a few beauties, and I know, Leor, in no particular order, there was one sale on the weekend that I was involved with in Carnegie in Mimosa Road.
Unbelievable result.
That was very, very exciting. Now, this property at number 29 Mimosa Road was very, Elza Schilling from our team, very much involved in that sale, 657 square metres, quite a rundown home. We thought we'd get something around 900, Leor, and it sold for, do you remember?
Yeah, it went for $1,135,250.
So many hundreds of thousands of dollars above reserve, and I've got to say that is a price that you'd say, well, that's a Caulfield price or South Caulfield price or even perhaps an Ellsmere price. That is a phenomenal result, and that is just evidence.
Just shows you the growth for houses the last year, especially in the last 12 months for house and land, about 10-20% growth. Like, you know, a year ago at that house, I reckon about mid-8s, if that. But 900 in excess of, well, new precedent, I suppose, Gary.
Very, very exciting result. So at least it gives everybody who's watching an understanding of the absolute hot demand that's there. We had, 7 or 8 bidders at that auction. It was incredible. Another great result was in Mimosa Road, Carnegie. It was one that you were very involved with. Tell us a little about that one, Leor.
Yeah, that was a great unit there, one of 3 in the middle, one of those brick veneer single-level units, which always do well for investors. Look at them, and downsize is always an alternative to an apartment. I conducted that auction. We had 2 bidders. We were expecting just around that sort of high 5s, trickling just a touch over 6. Passed it in to the highest bidder, and we ended up selling for $616,000 for an unrenovated 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, single-level villa unit.
That's a great result. We're talking about a property that's probably no more than 500, not very long ago, I would have presumed. Some other sales to talk about, the other property in Mimosa Road?
Yeah, the other one we had in Mimosa Road, one of our first auction listings out of the Carnegie office, and that was an amazing auction that Philip conducted. We were expecting interest around mid-800s there. Leon Guzenfitter had a really good campaign, strong numbers through. That pocket of Mimosa Road near the Needham Road, not too far, about pretty much 50 metres from Needham Road. And we had about 8 bidders there. Philip was I was on fire conducting that auction, and it was just a crowd. I reckon there was about 200 people there, and reserve was $850, and We sold it for $1,136,000.
Incredible.
Couldn't believe it.
Amazing.
New precedent too, to a degree, and but that's million plus for, and that was a rundown home on 531 square metres of land.
So many other results around, Leor. We could sit here and talk about them all day. One of the other exciting results was a property just sold in Elliott Avenue, which never even got to the market.
Yeah.
So it's another successful sale. But Bellsize Avenue, Carnegie, that was a thumping auction, wasn't it? Tell us a little about that.
That was
you enjoyed that?
I did. I love that home. Just love selling period homes in Carnegie, and the home.
Good looking home.
It was a great home,
facade,
and congratulations to the owner for getting it ready for sale. And they lived in it for years, and had the swimming pool, period charm with a modern extension. Expecting interest close to 1.3 for that one. The reserve on the day was 1,285,000 to be exact, and two bidders took it out. Sold it for 1,390,000 as well.
Fantastic.
Great result.
Well done. I know that was very competitive. It was a lot of fun too, I'm sure. One of the things we are going to be talking about is some of the record prices that happen in Carnegie and surrounds, and very, very proud to say that we're responsible for, I think, the highest sale on record possibly this year.
Yeah.
And that was in Ormond. You were very involved together with Leon and his team for this block of flats in Mimosa Road, which had been in the same family since it was built. In fact, before it was built.
Before it was built,
An interesting story. Tell us a little bit about this block of flats sale, Leor.
Yeah, so a great client of the company, or yours, Gary, really lovely family that we represented there. So block of 10 apartments. We love solid brick apartments, block of flats, and we're actually a bit of a special. That's our specialty, selling blocks of flats.
We do sell a lot of blocks, don't we?
So this apartment block consisted of 10 apartments. It was a range of 7 2-bedrooms, 2 1-bedrooms, and 1 3-bedroom, on separate titles and ample car parking spaces around. Great auction. We had 4 bidders there, and sold very competitively, and we ended up getting $4,120,000 sold to a local investor.
It did.
And that's great investment blocks of flats. You can't go wrong buying them.
They are fantastic. If you're lucky enough to get one, there's not that many around anymore because they've all been subdivided and sold off separately, haven't they? So certainly if you can get a block of flats, it doesn't get any better than that. Let's talk about some of the offerings before we talk about where we are right now, because we aren't in our office at the moment. We're in somebody's home. So we've snuck away into one of the homes that we're selling. But before we talk about it, let's talk about some of the things that are coming up, and then wrap up with this one, I think, Leor.
Yeah, so the first auction we want to cover is a 1-bedroom apartment that myself and my colleague Dimitri Kellner is selling. It's a 1-bedroom apartment in Murrumbina Road in Murrumbina. It's quite a unique offering. It's a split-level 1-bedroom apartment.
I've been in there before. They're terrific, aren't they, those units? And they're quite affordable.
Yeah, so 8 at 9 Murrumbina Road, Murrumbina. Expecting interest between 250 to 275. It's currently currently rented out to the end of the year. Tenants are paying a great rental there, $265 per week. So good opportunity for someone to buy and
it's a snap purchase, good investment or first home buy. What else we got coming up, Leor?
We've got another one.
We're going from the smallest property up the way to some of the more expensive ones. We love them all, by the way. Happy to sell it.
We do love them all.
Anywhere, any price, but go on, tell us.
So we've got another 2-bedroom apartment coming up in Judd Street, 2 at 7 Judd Street in Carnegie.
Is that named after Chris Judd, that street, do you know?
Don't think so.
Okay,
coming from a Carlton supporter, I don't think so. But
I'm not going to get any love from him, Mr. Essendon, over
call
here.
For grammar boy,
That's
Chris Judd.
He was.
So this apartment, 2-bedroom, ground floor, expecting interest around that sort of high 3s to 4 mark. Great opportunity also for someone to buy for investment purposes, even for a first home buyer. Always a fan of solid brick apartments, Gary, and this one here would definitely make a great home for someone.
Mimosa Road's a good street, isn't it, Leor? We've got an auction coming up there at the end of the month. Would you like to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, that's another single level unit, and we love selling units.
That's for sure.
This one here is a 2-bedroom solid brick unit. Also should be a popular offering for downsizers. I think it's going to go really well. Expecting interest, we've got a range of 590 to 650. And expecting a good turnout there.
It should be popular. Some affordable units, some apartments, investments, opportunities, and then we get down to this one, Leor. This is our feature property of the week, and we are here in this wonderful home in this terrific street, Carroll Avenue. Not a very long street, is it? It's a small street and very tightly held.
2 Carroll Road, Gary, in Carnegie.
2 Carroll Road, I beg your pardon. It's got an avenue feel, but okay.
That's right.
Correct me, that's right. You're getting the swing of it. Philip would be proud of you.
I love this home. I've been marketing this property the last few weeks alongside Alex Campbell from the office. Yes. Every time I come here, this place just grows on me, and it's just the most magnificent in relation to accommodation here. 5 bedrooms.
How old is it?
It was built in '98.
Yeah.
It's a Jennings home, purpose built for the current owners here. And it's just got the best in relation to family entertaining. A lot of formal rooms, casual, great backyard. and also just got really nice street appeal as well.
It is. It's a very imposing home. You pull up, it really does. It is very striking, and lovely finishes and lots of great spaces around here, isn't it?
Yeah, and ample parking. Got a massive garage. Perfect for someone that doesn't want to actually buy a block of land and build. They can move in here, not spend a cent, and enjoy all the benefits in time.
And if you look at what it costs for land in Carnegie now, and to add this home,
Exactly.
What's the price range on this one?
Here we're expecting interest between 1.3 to 1,420,000. We've got good interest within the range so far. Should go well.
So, you know, when you think about land, something for 1-2, you can buy a house for a few $100,000 that's modern and luxurious. Really represents great value, doesn't it?
So and it's on 715 square metres as well.
Lot. Yeah. So the smart money buys a beautiful home like this and lives happily ever after. Actually, not for too long, because we like people turning their homes over. But you're right on the crest of the Mimosa Road wave of all of the terrific cafes, and of course our new office, which is very, very exciting. Great clearance rates last weekend, 19 out of 20 and 95% clearance rate is very exciting. You've talked also, as we've discussed, you've mentioned a lot of people's names. You've talked about, you know, Glenn's handling that one, Glenn Bricker and Leon Guzenfitter and Elza we've talked about. And I guess one of the big benefits of the group and the company is that really it is not a traditional franchise model that you have a territory. People are selling all over the stuff. So there's a lot of our agents from St Kilda and Carnegie, St Kilda and Caulfield that are selling here in Carnegie. You're selling stuff all over the place as well. And that ability to shift people around, firstly buyers love it, because they get a great variety. They're not limited by restrictive territories. And sellers also get that opportunity of having people coming in from all different places and areas, and that's certainly one of the big successes of our organisation.
Yeah, definitely. And for the fact is, for years we were out of Caulfield and doing so much business out of the postcode 3163, whether it be Murrumbina, Carnegie, Glen Huntly,
Bentley, Ormond, McKinnon.
You know, for us, always had the upsell from Caulfield, the next suburb down. But
that's right.
You know, we're loving the fact that we're here on a permanent basis now,
Definitely.
and not limited to territorial boundaries where we can move by small suburbs. Remember, a few years ago when our colleague Leor Herskovitz found a buyer in Elwood, found them there and talked them into buying something in McKinnon.
Yes.
And because we've got the ability, as opposed to some other franchise groups where they move buyers.
Territory restricted.
Yeah, they're restricted in relation to moving from there. But yeah, loving the fact that we're here on a permanent basis, Gary, and working alongside the other consultants in the office.
Absolutely, and we have got a number of people that were with the agency that we took over that have remained with us. In fact, everyone wanted to stay around, and we wanted everyone to stay around.
Sales and rentals.
Sales and rentals, and certainly our rentals are pumping along. It's been very, very exciting, and so it's been the best of the company that was there before, together with us, all melding in together. And that's a bit of a wrap for the Carnegie Report for this first episode and edition. No doubt we'll look back in a few years' time, a few more grey hairs, hopefully still be healthy and fit and rolling, Leor. You're a young man, you don't have to worry about such things, but it is very, very exciting. Congratulations on your new venture and mission. And we are very, very excited to be dealing with everybody who wants to be part of this market. So viewers, we just cut away for a second because his phone rang. It was his brother who's just listed another property in Carnegie. So that was a call he had to take. So very, very exciting. It's all happening. We look forward to keeping you informed and involved in what's happening in the Carnegie Report and region. I'm Gary Peer.
And I'm Leor Samuel.
See you next time.